sometimes hard, like you got a winning hand and then you dealt the wrong card. It ain't fair, but you're not alone. You're down and out and you're high and dry in the darkest valley or the coldest night. You're fine, 'cause you're not alone. With a song bubbling in your heart, where a story's gonna give you a brand new start. You don't have to travel this big bad world all on your own, 'cause it's better when we do it together. All mixed up and upside down, feels like the world is all, and there's no one else around that ain't right now. You're not alone. When it all goes south and life gets tough and you've been knocked down and the weeds are rough, you just fight, fight, fight. You're not alone. With a song bubbling in your soul, a story's gonna make you go. You don't have to travel this big bad world all on your own, no, 'cause it's better, yes, it's better when we do it together. Hello everybody, welcome to the Polaha Chautauqua. I am your fuzzy host today, Kristoffer Polaha. How you doing, guys? Guess what? It's a birthday today. Yesterday, technically, but today marks 2 years for the Polaha Chautauqua. And to honor it, I'm back in the original set. You guys might remember my living room with the little, what is this, Santa Monica Bay behind me. And guys, we're just gonna goof around today. We're gonna dance. We're gonna celebrate and dance. My wife has joined in today for the celebration. We got so many people to see who's here today. Let's go back to the top. Let's go back to the beginning. All right. Dolly Brown, number 1. Hey girl, you showed up first. Ann was second to join. Bendy, Brenda, the quiet, Sky. Hey Sky. Christy is here. Jen is here. Judy is here. Mary is here. Gail is here. Hi Gail. Mercy's here. Hi Mercy. Missy. Gregory is here. Let's see. Stephanie is here. So many people are here. What's up, guys? We're gonna dance today. We're gonna dance. We're gonna sing because it's a party. Today is a fun little random day. I just want to know what the Chautauqua has meant to you guys in the 2 years that it's been on. So I'm gonna go live with you guys. I'm gonna change hats as we do, to show you all of these collector items as they happened throughout the course of the 2 years. Look at this. Look at all these different styles that we've got. This one is from Bunty. I'll put that on later. Enough of me. Let's go live. Let's see what we got here. Oh my gosh. Speaking of Bunty.
Hi, Chris.
Bunty. I'm wearing your hat.
Hi. So you are.
How you doing?
All right. And you?
Good. How are things? What's going on with you? I heard that you're a grandmother. Like, how many times over now?
Sorry?
How many times over are you a grandmother at this point?
I've got 3 at the moment.
And 4 is
and I've got a 4th on the way.
It's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah. I've got my granddaughter will be 8 in June. My eldest grandson is 4 on Tuesday.
Awesome.
And my youngest grandson was 2 on Valentine's Day.
There you go. There you go. And when's number 4?
End of September.
September. Okay. All right. This show has been on for 2 years, Bunty. You have been obviously a part of it from the very beginning. You've been on before with me live. What do you think about this thing? Like, like, if you had to put a word for this, like, show every Sunday, what would you say about it?
That's a good question. I don't know. I'm not sure what word to use.
Would you tell people?
It's been great.
Would you tell people to run away from it, or would you say, like, come on?
No. I mean, I tell people that everybody thinks I'm an idiot staying up late at night talking to you. Well, the thing is, I mean, normally it's not so bad today because it's only 11 o'clock, but normally it starts at 12. So by the time I get to bed, it's 1:15, and my alarm goes off at 6:30 to get to work.
Right. So it is a little crazy. You know, it's daylight saving times in America, so we just sprung forward an hour. So I think we just gapped, which I think they've taken a law, a bill up to the Senate. We're trying to get a new law to do away with daylight savings time, so we wouldn't have to bring forward and fall back anymore. But
yeah. But so that last week and this week, I technically get an early night. I mean, it'd be midnight, gone midnight, but it's when you go back, and we don't,
right?
Because then it starts at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Right. It gets dark. Yeah. All right, Bunty, do you want to dance with me?
No.
It's just like
I can't dance.
we could just do like a head bobble. You want to do like a little
all
head
right.
bobble with some music?
Yeah, all right, I suppose.
All right, Maestro, this is for the birthday, Bunty. This is for the Chautauqua birthday. You ready?
Okay.
All right, ready?
Yeah, all right.
That's it. That's all you got to do on the Chautauqua is bob and weave a little bit. That's the dance.
Yeah.
All right, it's good to see you, girl.
And you.
I'll talk to you soon.
Okay.
Bye, Bunty.
Right. You want me to say bye, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
bye.
I'm gonna tear through some people today. We're gonna hit as many people as we can on the Chautauqua today. All right. Let's see. Who else we got? All right, we're going down the line. Ann!
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, Ann? Look at you in the sunshine. I think you look like you're in the California sun right now.
I am exactly in the California sun. It is so beautiful today, and I just wanted to listen to the Chautauqua out here in just nature today.
I love it. I love it. I love it. With all the stuff that's going on in the world, it's nice every once in a while when you've got people who've got sunshine and good things happening. It's fun when they share it in the right way, right?
Exactly.
Encouraging. Yeah. You've been a part of this community for the entirety of the 2 years. How has this affected you? How have you been changed or affected by the Chautauqua?
So very much. You know, we started with the Chautauqua, and then we have a little splinter group off that we do a Bible study every Thursday night with a group of ladies that was started by one of the ladies in the Chautauqua and a handful of the ladies from the Chautauqua. So we're there with each other, you know, doing our Bible study on Thursday nights. And then, you know, other things have happened, like helping with the Facebook group, you know, your fan base and things like that. So I made so many beautiful friendships just because of the Chautauqua.
That's
so, you know, it's been a life-changing event. And, you know, that day when you hit Let's Go Live changed a lot of people's lives. So kudos to you. This has been just an amazing experience. And I'm so grateful to be part of it.
Well, happy birthday. You are a part of it, and you've been a huge part of the community. And you've got friends all over the world, right? You've got people in Australia and Canada and all places throughout the United States, and you guys jump on via the internet. Like, you just connect socially.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I was just messaging back and forth with Sam and Brenda not too long ago. We're all in constant contact with each other, just, you know, building each other up. So it's been a great family. I mean, I don't want to say community because a lot of these ladies are I consider family now.
Well, Ann, would you like to dance with me?
I can dance, but you probably won't want to see me dance. But
I do want to see it. Ready, Maestro? Hit it.
Okay.
Yeah, she's getting into it, baby.
Be careful what you ask for, okay?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Ann. All right, sweetheart. Thank you for joining me today. And you're the only person I've gotten to meet in person in New Jersey in December. It was so wild, and it was brief, but it was cool to just connect and
it certainly was. That was a great experience. That was so much fun. That was a fun event. Hopefully you'll be doing the Pasadena one because I'll be going to that one as well. So
yeah, I've got a bit of a conflict, but I think I'm going to be there for 2 of the 3 days. Or yeah, I'm trying to work it out just because it's fun to meet you guys there.
Yeah, well, it was fun meeting you too. So yeah, hopefully we get some more ladies out there to come see you.
Perfect. All right, Ann. Have a great Sunday. Enjoy the rest of the
Okay, take care. Let me see if I can
show. Bye.
figure out how to get out of here.
The little gray X.
I don't have a little gray X. I'll just X out from the top.
Okay. All right, let's see. We're just gonna jam through it. What else we got? All right, Nancy. Nancy. Hi, Nancy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Welcome to the birthday celebration of the Polaha Chautauqua. Where are you coming to me live from today?
Fairfield, California. I'm actually on Travis Air Force Base.
Fairfield, California, Travis Air Force Base. Awesome. Are you in the Air Force, or is a family member in the Air Force?
A family member.
Awesome. Thank you for your service. Appreciate that. Thank you for their service.
Oh, you're welcome.
How long have you been watching the Chautauqua? What's your story regarding this?
I've probably been watching it maybe 6 months, year.
Okay.
I love it. It's awesome. I look forward to this.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great to know and great to hear. You know, it's such an interesting thing. When I started it, I had no real agenda, and I still don't. And so oftentimes I'll be like, I got to go live today, and I don't even know what I'm going to say. But then when I do, this really magical thing happens, and it's totally reciprocal. It's like I feel lifted up and buoyed by it, and then I know this community. So it's a really cool little thing that
Yeah, it is.
Just, going along for the ride. Who's that?
That's my daughter. Hi.
Hi, daughter. How are you? What's your name?
She's a great full believer too. Yes.
That's awesome. Well, do you ladies want to dance? Do you ladies want to dance with me real quick?
Right on.
All right, Maestro.
What are we doing? Dancing.
Come on, we're just in it now. 2 years of the Chautauqua.
As I put my jacket on. What are we dancing to?
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a little bluesy.
I love
Got a
it.
little vibe to it.
Yep. Hey, thank you for hitting me up. This is awesome.
Welcome. Hey, thank you for stopping in on the Chautauqua. Thank you for joining this community. I'm grateful for you. And nice to meet you, daughter. What is your name again?
My name is Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Chris, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
All right, so you know how to get out of the Chautauqua. What you have to do is there's a gray X, and you click it, and it'll just close it out, and then you jump back into the show. It's a little, I don't know why, but I don't have the ability on my end to remove my guests. So.
Right on.
Yeah. Bye, Nancy. Nice to meet you.
Blessings.
Bye. There we go. All right. We're jumping in. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Chautauqua. The numbers keep coming up. Missy, I'm coming at you, girl. Are you there? Sometimes people, if you're on your computer, you can't, it won't let you join me live. And sometimes people say they want to do live. Oh, are you there? Missy.
Hey, that's me.
Who's this?
Hey.
Hi. Where are you?
Are you talking Maisie?
Yeah, I'm talking to Miss.
Hello.
Hello. Where are you? Where do you come from?
Ireland.
Ireland? Oh my goodness. What part of Ireland are you from?
Yeah.
Is there a way that you can flip your camera around and I could see you?
Shit.
Can you
How
show
do you
me?
mean?
Can you? I can't see anything. All I can see is I don't know if it's I don't know what that is.
Hold on.
I think I'm in your purse.
Are you? Oh shit. Yes. That better.
Now I'm in your hand or something. A door or there's some kind of buckle. There's a brass buckle. There
No.
you are.
Don't say. Yeah. Am I all right now?
No, I still can't see you. I'm still in your purse. I can see a flower wallpaper thing, like a curtain.
Oh, that's my car.
I see Buddha.
That's
I
my
can see a little
curtain.
Buddha in
Hold
the
on.
window. I can see a room. You got a
Yeah.
great room. I can see a bed. That's cool.
Yeah, and my dog
You,
sneaked in.
I love it.
Oh, I can see what's wrong. I don't go away. Go on.
Can you see, Missy? Can you
Hold
see
on.
your screen? Can you see the screen on the phone?
I can see my wardrobes.
Yeah, I can see your wardrobe too. Okay, what I'm going to do is
Oh,
I'm going
wait.
to welcome you to the Chautauqua. I'm going to thank you for joining me, but I'm going to keep moving on. I wanted to see you, and I can only see your, whatever that is. It's a handbag or something with a buckle. And I would dance with that, but I don't know how much action we're going to get out of that. So if there's a gray
Oh,
X,
wait.
will you hit the gray X for me?
I don't speak very well.
That's okay. This is what happens when you go live. I'm going to bring other people on, and you just hang out. You just do your thing. Do. Here comes Stephanie. Stephanie, you're going to join
Oh,
me.
hold on. What did you say to do?
Yeah. Hi, Stephanie.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
You're on with Missy.
I'm
Missy's on.
English.
I mean, we've got it. This is the birthday show, and this is
You
how
know,
it's
it's
rolling
perfect.
out. It's good. Stephanie, where do you guys live?
Where do we live?
San Diego.
San Diego. And what's your name, buddy?
Edward.
Edward. Hi, Edward. I'm Chris. And Missy. Hold on, we got Missy.
Oh, there's Missy. Hi, Missy.
Hi, Missy.
We have
Edward,
her.
how crazy is this? That you're
Hi.
like on live, and we're talking to somebody in Ireland right now, and you're in San Diego, and I'm in LA. Should we
Edward.
dance?
Should we dance? Edward
Hey.
wanted to tell you.
Can you see me
There's
now?
Missy.
Missy.
All right, Stephanie, you guys hang up. I'm gonna come back to you guys in 2 seconds. All right. This is how you like.
Can
I
you
can
see
see
me?
you, Missy. Hi. Welcome to the Polaha Chautauqua. How are you?
Not
Maisie. Is it Maisie?
Not too
or
bad.
Missy?
I'm Maisie.
Maisie. All right. My grandmother's name was Maisie. It's a great name. We called her May.
Yeah. I have my favorite hat.
Let's see it. There it is. I love it.
I had to get my hair
Very,
cut
very
because
colorful hat.
I'm getting my MRI on
Oh,
Tuesday.
what's the MRI for? What are we looking for in your body?
I have a tumor
Okay.
and it's Fred. I call it Fred
Yeah.
in my head.
How big is Fred in your head?
So, I don't. I think it's the size of a grape. I'm not positive. I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not worried about it because it's not my job to
I
worry
love
about
that.
it.
Yeah, I guess not, right?
It's the doctor's job to worry about it, not
There you
mine.
go. There you go. What time is it in Ireland right now? Is it about 10 o'clock?
It's 25 past 11.
25 past 11. Okay, so you're on the same time zone as the UK. Well, Maisie,
Yeah. So what time are
it's
you?
only
What time are you at?
it's 4:19 in the Pacific time. Pacific Coast time. What is it? What is it? PCTV? West Coast time. 4 o'clock.
I'm PM.
Yep.
I'm PM.
Yeah, we are too. We're 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon. And it was a really sunny day in California. The sun was shining. There was a wind that was blowing, so there was a bit of a breeze. But it was a really pretty day today.
Yeah, same here.
Hey, how long
The
have you been watching the Chautauqua for? I'm curious.
Uh, well, I was in my sister's house, and it was a 101.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Mystery 101.
And yeah, so I'm not. I don't think me and God are good friends, really.
You don't think you and who are good friends?
God.
Oh, why? What happened?
No, I I didn't grow up like other kids,
Right.
but I'm not unhappy about it.
Right. Right.
I was put into a home,
Oh, goodness.
and I wasn't. I wasn't. I was left.
Right.
Until I was 15. I didn't see my parents at all. But I don't mind. I consider it an experience.
Sure. It's a part of your story. Who picked you up at 15? Who did you live with at the age of 15?
Who did I live with? My father. He Ken. I never saw him. I never saw Mary. My mother was with him, but I didn't know they were my parents.
Okay.
I walked right by them in the corridor, and I didn't know that they were mine.
Right.
My parents.
Right.
So.
Wow.
So, they took me back to their house, which was weird. It was strange. I didn't know what tomato. One of my sisters that I know now she gave me a tomato, and I threw it down. I thought it bounced like a ball. I hadn't ever seen a dog. I'd never seen a cat. So when the dog ran in, I ran for my life.
Sure, probably scared the fire out of you.
The living crap out of me.
Yeah.
Well,
Maisie, I've got a question for you. I know that you and God aren't friends, as you say, but would you mind if me and this community pray for you and your MRI this week and for the shrinking of that tumor in your head? Would you be okay with that?
Oh yeah. I don't deny anyone else. If they love God, that's great. That's great.
God loves you, and I know he wants the best for you. And I know that he loves you regardless of, I mean, I don't understand. There's so many people that go through so many different experiences, and it's complicated because the fabric of humanity is so densely woven. And there are so many people who have, that range these atrocities that occur on a personal level to the most amazing life. You have to wonder, you have to wonder, like, where is all of this?
They wouldn't believe me for years for what went on.
Yeah.
In them.
Yeah.
In where I was. They didn't believe it. Do you know what I mean? But that's it. There's not many left that grew up in those institutions.
I'm sorry, Maisie. I'm going to pray for you, okay?
But I don't mind. It's an experience. It's a rare experience now.
Yeah. You know, one day I'd like to have you back on this show, and I'd like to hear about that experience. I'd like to give you more time to talk about that experience. Would that be okay? She is frozen. Okay. Well, I'm going to pray for her real quick. Lord Jesus, I lift up Maisie to you and this tumor that's in her brain, and I pray that you just completely heal her. It says, by your stripes that we are healed. You got on a cross and died for us, and you can do anything. You stop the sun in the sky for Joshua, and you can just pluck that tumor right out of her head. And I pray that you do as an act of faith. All right. Amen. In Jesus' name. All right, we're going to continue on, and we're going back to Stephanie and Edward, I believe. Hi.
Hello.
We were in Ireland for a while. Edward, right?
Yeah.
How old are you, Edward?
8.
8 years old. Hey, I want to say thank you for my birthday poem that you guys wrote me. That was pretty good. I was very impressed.
Yeah.
Did you write that? That was very cool, Edward. You did a great job with that. Thank you, buddy. I saw it. Yeah, it was very good. What grade are you in? Eighth. Let me see. If you're 8 years old, are you in 3rd grade?
2nd grade.
You're in 2nd grade. Okay. Okay. My math with my kids are older than you are now, so I lose scope of it. How long, Stephanie, have you been a part of the Chautauqua?
So I watched in the very beginning a few, and then I've been consistent for like the last year and a half.
Year and a half. Okay.
I've seen
Okay.
all of it. The good, bad, the ugly. Actually, there's no ugly.
all of it. Yeah. The moments that are, I mean, you do, like, when I used to go live, I mean, I'm sweating right now because I was a little amazing. I was like, how am I going to get, and then her phone died, so it all worked out kind of beautifully. But it, like, because I don't have the X, I can't just go beep by people. It's like this weird, I don't know, I'm like an experiment for Instagram, and they're just, toying with the whole idea of this show of bringing people on and all that. But it's
amazing what you do with it, though. Like, when you get all sorts of different people and situations, he's sitting here going, wow, he's so nice. And I'm like, yeah, he is.
That's what you got to be, Edward. You got to grow up and be good and nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we're trying to do is we're just trying to show evidence of what it looks like to be kingdom living. Do you know what kingdom living is, Edward? I bet you do.
Kingdom.
No?
It's
God's kingdom. And it's this idea of how do you move through the world regardless of who you're talking to, like the dudes at school, the kids at school, and say you meet like a bully and someone's just mean. He's just mean to somebody else. How do you still love that person? How do you rebuke them appropriately, stand up for yourself or stand up for the little guy? But then how also do you love that little bully, like the kids that you don't want to love or the ones that no one else talks to? How do you talk to that person, and how do you kind of shine your light? And really just,
which is amazing because
be nice.
That's a conversation we literally just had on the way to his baseball practice.
Really?
That's exactly about the bully and how to be kind to even him, because maybe the bully just needs some love also.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on at the bully's house. You don't know. You don't know why they're acting the way that they're acting. Do you guys want to dance with me? Is it weird to dance in the middle of wherever you're at?
It's not weird.
Let's do it. All right, maestro. I got a maestro right here. Let's see if you can hear the music. You ready?
Oh, that's who's playing.
Oh, bro. Go for it. All right, here we go. I love it. He's getting down with it. Good man. Good man. All right, Stephanie, thank you for being a part of this community. Edward, pleasure to meet you, young man. I look forward to meeting you again.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, guys. All right. There we go, guys. This is what it's all about. All right. The show continues. Destiny.
Hey!
How you been?
I've been busy.
You've been busy. That's
Look,
good,
I'm
right?
I'm where Elvis got his start right now. Hang on. Can you see this?
Yeah, where is it? What's it called?
Overton Park Shell in Memphis.
Very cool.
Where he first did his little hip swinging thing, I think.
Oh, is that what we're going to see coming up in the movie? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a beautiful day. Happy spring.
Happy spring. Happy Chautauqua birthday.
I know.
Now, you knew me before I started this thing. I did a one-off masterclass in Orlando, Florida. Mm-hmm. And you and your daughter Bailey came, and you were one of, like, maybe, I don't know, we had 20 people in the class.
Yeah, we had 15, 20 people.
20, yeah. And we just and we just clicked, and we've just been in touch on social media ever since. How has this, considering it has nothing to do with acting anymore, it has nothing to do with any of that, how's this Chautauqua been? Because you've been pretty consistent for the 2 years that it's been on.
Yeah, yeah. I think for me, it's an inspiration. You know, I mean, I think there's been nights where I've had, like, you know, I'm just at home by myself. Bailey's at her dad's, and I'm just sort of mopey, and I'll look and I'll say, oh, it's 6 o'clock, you know, and I just get on. I like hearing everybody's stories, and it just kind of proves that we all come from different walks of life, and everybody has something that they're going through, and we all just sort of handle it and deal with it in our own ways.
Right.
And at the end of the day, it's just nice to have a support group. You know, I feel like anybody on here you could message or talk to at any time with any problem, or they could come to me. You know, it's just, we have this community that you've created, and it's unique.
Yeah. I've also noticed that people have been inspired to sort of start, you know, different pages, or to start writing, or to start doing stuff. Like, it's this idea that you can just start doing something. And even if you're talking to 200 people or 10 people, or even if you're talking to just you, like, you at least, there's a community of people that you can start a conversation with.
Yeah.
Whether that's writing or singing or poetry, or just photos of beautiful things, and all of it is really, you know, you'll post a lot of really cool stuff. And all of it is just this idea of finding beauty in the world, and taking a snapshot of it and being like, look at how precious life is.
Right.
And I think that's what this for me has been, this constant reminder, specifically with the pandemic, that like life is really fleeting, and we don't know how long we got. And so while we're on this road, just enjoy it, have fun, right?
Exactly.
Speaking of fun,
I went to the zoo today, and I was just like watching people. I was by myself. I'm just watching people, and I'm just always, you know, what's their story? That's just how my mind works.
that's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Do you ever put the story to people? Do you ever give them a story, like assign them a narrative?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting to kind of. I'm very intuitive too, so I think that I think that's the writer in me too. You know, like you can look at somebody and almost sense what they're going through.
Yeah, Julianne and I do that. If we're in the airport, I'll be like, okay, they're on their first date.
Yep.
Like ascribe stories for people. Would you like to dance with me?
Of course. Hang on.
All right.
Wait,
You got to get that Elvis.
I'm gonna get on the stage.
You better get on the stage.
I'm on
Elvis.
Elvis's stage.
All right. You got any Elvis?
Yeah.
All right. We got some Elvis coming at us. Ready?
These people are gonna think I'm crazy.
They'll think it's
all right. Let's go.
All right. Go for it. That's all I know. That's all I need. That's all I know. That's awesome.
So
I love
fun.
it. Thank you.
Well, happy
It's good to
Chautauqua
see
anniversary.
you. Thank you so much, girl. Good to see you.
You too.
Bye.
Bye. I'm trying to find this X that you're talking about.
I know, it's so dumb. I don't know why they don't.
See an X. Wait.
I think it's it's like the upper right corner, but I think it's going to close you out of the show, but then you should be able to come back into it.
Okay, I got it. Bye.
It's so weird that I can't politely remove guests. All right.
Hi.
What's up, girl?
Everything's okay.
Everything is okay. What time is it where you are right now?
It's 12:30.
Okay. And remind everybody where you're from. You are in...
I'm from the Netherlands. Normally I watch this at 1:30 now, but we have daylight saving time next weekend, so.
Oh, so you're about to spring forward, so it's going to get late next week. But right now we've closed the gap for a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
I think we're trying to do away with it. Americans are. I think daylight savings time is on the way out. The act has an
I hope so. I hate it.
It's weird to our. You know, it's funny. My dog was getting hungry at 5:30 every day, and I was like, "What is your problem? Like, why are you getting?" And all of a sudden, we sprang forward, and he was basically. There's this rhythm that he lives in, and the clock it wasn't aligning with his little belly. He was,
wow.
He was in keeping with the real rhythm. Sky, you've also been a part of this community from really the inception of it. When did you start watching it?
I think it was November or December 2020.
Okay.
Around the time that my father died.
Yeah.
And I have been watching ever since, but mostly I rewatched the show the next day.
Right, that's awesome. So you'll watch it live. But you've been live with me before, and you've sung before. You've got a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Yeah. How's that going? How's the music going? Are you doing anything with it?
Yeah, I have a goal for this year to release my first song.
Awesome.
But I got a surprise a few weeks ago because I found out I'm pregnant with my third child.
Congratulations. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I found out at 18 weeks because I thought I was in early menopause because that runs in my family.
Okay.
So it's really strange. I'm already 6 months pregnant and I only knew for 7 weeks. So
yeah. You're already done with the pregnancy. You get to just have a baby.
Basically,
pregnant, and you have to wait a couple of weeks. And do we know what kind of baby? Do we know the sex of the baby? Are you waiting to find out?
No, I already have 2 boys and I'm going to have a girl now. So my boys are very happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's a wonderful story. Congratulations, Guy.
Thank you.
You, your whole family. That's incredible. It's your little music baby. It's your little miracle baby.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you thought one thing was happening and you got life inside of you instead. That's beautiful.
Yeah, but for so long without me realizing it.
Yeah.
That's weird for your baby,
so
right?
Well, you want to dance in celebration of your baby? All right, Maestro. We got a guy. I got a guy. He's just playing music. Ready? Thanks, buddy. All right, guys. It's so good to see you. Congratulations on the great news. I love that. That's wonderful news.
And thank you for the Chautauquas and for bringing people together and for all the positivity.
Thank you. You're welcome. My pleasure. All right. Bye.
Right. Have a great night.
You too. All right. All right. That's how we do, kids. That's how we do on the Chautauqua. All right. Hannah, coming to you live, Hannah. So the rules, guys, the rules are you got to push the gray button on the top of your screen. Hi, Hannah.
Hi, it worked this time.
It worked. I tried last week, right?
Yeah,
and now we got you this week.
My phone was not working, so I made sure before tonight that it was.
Okay, good. Where are you coming to me live from, Hannah?
I am in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. We're about 20 miles east of Gettysburg, so like an hour south of Hershey, kind of middle of nowhere. Interesting fact, Chambersburg is actually, if you remember back in your Civil War history books, it's probably listed in there. It is the only town north of the Mason-Dixon line can be completely burned to the ground. So
really?
Yeah. So there's a lot. Every year they actually recreate the burning of Chambersburg using like techno lights and all that stuff. But,
they literally light up the buildings.
Yeah, makes it look like yep. So, but that's the interesting thing in our town, I guess you could say.
How have you been? How have you been doing?
I've been doing really well. I mean, my husband and I have been really good and staying healthy, just doing life, you know.
Rock star. Yeah.
Yes. So, yeah.
That's very cool. So are there ghosts? This is a crazy question, but because the whole town was burned, like the people flee, or were there people that were burned, and are there ghosts?
There was only, I think, one fatality, I believe, and one baby was born during it. But actually, it's kind of interesting. There's like a line where it stopped. And so we actually have good friends that used to live in a house that was like the first house that survived the burning.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was completely destroyed. The Confederate Army came in, and Chambersburg was known at the time for its railroad, so they cut the railroad line, and then they just burned the courthouse and everything else to the ground. Except apparently the general of the Confederacy was involved with the Masons, and so the Masonic Temple actually stayed.
Interesting, right?
Yeah.
Right. All that. Now, was this before the reign of terror that the Union Army did on the Confederacy?
It was
before the burning.
It was close to the time of Gettysburg. Again, we're 20 minutes from Gettysburg.
Okay.
So it was either, I'm not sure if it was either right before or right after Gettysburg.
And Hannah, you've been watching the Chautauqua. Have you been watching from the very beginning? Or did
Not
you jump
quite
in?
from the very beginning. I want to say probably September, October of 2020.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah.
And do you remember the name of the episode that you came on and told your story on? Do you remember the name of it?
I think it was on Disappointment, because I can remember I was sitting in our like living room, and I was like, okay, I like had never pushed the request before. I'd been watching for months, but I'd never, and I'm like, just kind of felt like this tug, like saying, you got to share your story.
Your
You
story is
gotta
amazing. Yeah, your story is unbelievable. And I really want to encourage people to go back and watch it. So if it's
Yeah.
disappointment, you could
It was
go back on YouTube. But
I want to say it was about a year ago, somewhere, maybe
Okay.
last winter or spring.
Yeah, I want to say it was the fall. Yeah, the winter or fall of
That sounds about
21.
2020. Yeah, or,
Yeah.
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 That sounds about right.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, maybe not quite a year ago, but close.
Do you want to do a little? You want to do a little dance with me?
I can do a little dance there.
Let's do it. Let's do it, Caleb. My man, I got my maestro here.
All right.
Ready? Hit it, buddy. Thanks, buddy. All right, Hannah, it's awesome to see you again.
Awesome to see you
so
too.
much for being a part of this community.
It's great.
That's
It's so
what I
encouraging.
Thank
It's
you.
so encouraging. So thanks
Cool.
to you too, Chris. Thanks for doing this. Like, in one of the darkest times in our lives, and you helped bring light. So
Thank you.
thank you.
Amazing. Thank you.
Oh, well, thank you.
All right.
You take care.
Bye.
Bye.
She's got an awesome story. Awesome in that subjective way that life is subjective, but you should hear it. Hannah, it's It was the episode Disappointment. All right. Ready? Oh my goodness. I'm not gonna be able to get through everybody today. All right. Jude. Hey, little Jude. I'm coming at you. I'm coming at you. Nope. Unable to join. Okay. Bonnie. Bonnie.
Where am I?
Oh, who do I have here?
careful.
Hey, you're coming live with me. Are you there?
Yeah. Oh, there I am. There we are.
Who's this?
I don't know. That's my cup. Oh, I know why. Do I need to turn my...
I see.
No, that's not me.
I see your nose up. I can see you from the nose up. Is this? Is your name Judy?
Jude.
Jude. Hi,
That's
Jude.
not me. I'm the cup. Oh, I don't believe this. Do I have to turn my camera around or something?
Wait, hold on. How many people am I on live with?
You got two
You're
of
on the
us.
team.
Oh, guess what I just found out, guys? I just discovered I do have a little X. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. So Bonbon, 5:30. I'm gonna come back to you in a nanosecond. I'm coming back to you. All right, hold on, because I think you might be the only person I'm on with, though. Let me see. I'm gonna come right back. Hold on. Request to come live with me again.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So now, who else am I on with? Anybody?
Yeah, it's me.
How
Hey,
are
little
you,
Jude.
little Jude? You're not a visual. You're just an audio.
I know. What do I need to do?
That's the wildest thing I've ever experienced. I think this happened to me once at
Oh,
the very beginning. This is the birthday celebration. So this is a
happy
perfect,
birthday. Oh,
this
I'm
is a perfect,
gutted.
yeah. So where are you coming from? You're coming from Ireland, right?
Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. Nice.
Yorkshire.
How long have you been a part of the Chautauqua?
About 15 months.
Okay.
The first one I saw was the Tim Griffin one.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And he was brilliant. I
He's
loved
great.
that.
Yeah. Super
Yeah.
smart. And he's doing great stuff in the state of Arkansas.
So, and I've watched it every week since then.
Okay. And have you ever come live with me before?
No,
No.
no. I've
Okay.
never been brave enough.
Well, you're doing it somehow via audio only. So you've got.
Hurrah! Do I need, right, I'm going to try something.
Okay.
They'd say I need to turn my camera around, but I don't know. Oh, hang on, let's see.
I'm not even showing.
There we go.
See, I'm not even showing that you're on with me, which is
Oh, wow.
like you've hacked into my Instagram live show.
Yeah. Thank you, whoever suggested that.
So you can
So,
see yourself, but I still can't see you.
you can't see me.
No, can everybody
Well, that's
hear her though? Everybody can hear Jude, right? Yeah, we can hear you. I'll tell you what, Jude, do me a favor. Push the
yeah,
X on the phone. I'm gonna
yeah.
take you off for a minute, and then I'm gonna bring on Bon Bon again, and then I'm gonna find you again, and I'm gonna see if I can get you on your video.
Okay,
Okay. So go ahead and close
okay,
out of the show, and then come back, and then all
okay.
right, bye.
All right.
Let's see. Are you there still? Wait, you guys could see her? You could see her. Oh my goodness. It's so weird. Okay. Yeah, we can't see her over here. All right, I'm going to go to Bonnie. We're going to come to you, Bonnie, again. And then Jude, I'm coming to you again. Hi, Bonnie.
Hey, Chris, how are
How are
you?
you? Good.
I'm
Nice
good.
to see you.
Good to see
Could
you.
you see Jude?
Yeah, I can see her and hear her.
You could see her and hear her?
Oh, yeah.
That was the weirdest thing. All I had was her voice, and then it was like it didn't even show up like as somebody that was in my show. So it was a interesting little glitch in the matrix. How are you doing, Bonnie? Where are you from?
Virginia.
Virginia. And
Yeah, I
how's it
talked
over?
to you one time before, and that was it.
Okay, when did we talk before?
The grief episode with your
Oh,
wife.
oh my gosh. Okay. Forgive me, because those were heavy episodes.
Those were a lot of tears.
A lot of tears, and that was a lot of bravery on my wife's part. That was the first time that she'd really come onto the show and talked. We did the two part. Were you in the first part or the second
Yeah,
part?
the first part.
First part. Okay. Well, how are you doing? How's your heart since then?
My heart is unbelievably great. I just can't even thank you for all that you have brought. I mean, this show started so much for me. It's unbelievable.
Did it really? Can you explain to me what it started for you?
Okay, I've been here since day one, your first show.
Okay.
And through your show, I became friends with a bunch of the girls in the group. And then I went to Felicia's group that she was for anxiety.
Okay.
Met another whole group of girls and tried to conquer all my fears and get past my anxiety, which I did a lot of last year. I did a lot. I actually was afraid to fly. I was afraid to travel because it was like my biggest fear.
Yeah.
And I flew to California last summer.
Did you really?
The first time I ever flew in my entire life.
So your first flight, it's not a little puddle jumper. You're getting all the way across the country.
All the way across the country.
That's
and
awesome.
I went to lunch. You know Anne that you were just talking to?
Yes.
I went to lunch with her and the whole group from all the girls that were in the group from California.
Amazing.
I snuck in and surprised them that day.
That's amazing. And you all met via the Polaha Chautauqua.
Yep. And I'm
That's
getting ready to go. I just booked my plane tickets today. I'm going back to California in June.
That's awesome, Bonnie. That's awesome. I mean, I don't even know what to say to that. It's just
one of the girls in the group that branched off from this for the anxiety. Me and her instantly just like clicked. And when I went to California, I stayed with her for 14 days. We went all over the place.
That's awesome. What part of California did you go to?
Paris, California is just on the outskirts of LA.
Paris.
And we went to San Diego, we went to LA, we went to Hollywood, we went everywhere.
That's awesome.
That's everywhere.
That's amazing, Bonnie.
We got matching tattoos while we were there.
What? Let me see it. Let me see it.
I don't know if you can really tell because it's on my wrist. I don't think you can see it. It's on my
I
wrist.
can't really see it. It looks like a little. Oh, you got a plane. You got a little plane. But what does it say in the?
It's just a heart in an airplane because the airplane brought us together.
That's awesome. That's awesome, Bonnie. That's really cool.
And now I'm going back, and I can't wait. I can't
That's
wait.
incredible.
I'm so excited.
And it all happened here. It all happened.
All started here. Everything started right here.
Amazing.
So I have this whole amazing group of girls all the way in California that are always there.
That's awesome.
And I'm all the way on the East Coast. And I have one here too that we didn't know that we were both in Virginia. And her and I now go to lunch every other week together.
Do you really? That's awesome. I love it. I love it. I love it. That's exactly what this is all about. It was about
it is. This community is
walls, just having community and just being alive and you know, like it was scary. We went through a really, really weird and scary time as a world. And all of a sudden, and then when you start to peel back the layers of the onion, you realize, well, the pandemic was frightening, sure. But then in everyday life, there are people who are living in pandemic level fear with whatever it is that they're going through. And how do you start to like allow people to find freedom? And how do you start to allow people to find community and bridge and be tethered to, you put a heart, you find love and find like friendships and things that make it worth this whole thing worth the adventure, you know?
It is. It was so crazy. I mean, I thought, you know, just in the beginning, you inspired me to want to find my way back to God, start the journey of healing. And then along came Felicia and the group and the girls. And now I have all these bonds and friendships and I'm traveling by airplane. And
that's amazing. That's proof in the pudding right there, Bonnie.
It is. It's amazing.
That's what you call proof in the pudding. Would you like to dance with me to celebrate?
Dance.
All right. Caleb, can I get you to strum a little something plucky for us? He's such a good boy. He's just like, all right, Dad. Okay. All right, ready? Here we go.
Let's go.
Awesome. It's awesome. You're awesome. Thank you for your testimony. That is cool. I love hearing that. What great news.
Thank you so much.
Story.
So many doors.
Ah, so perfect. All right.
Bye.
Bye. Check this out. Watch this. I'm going to say bye to you. Watch this.
Oh, no way.
I can do it. And see ya. Look at that. See, I just learned something. It took me 2 years to figure it out, but we got it. All right. Guys, this is the best birthday party, and I'm not going to be able to get through all of the people who are here, but I am going to get to Rita.
Hello, I can't believe Rita. You put me on.
Lovely Rita. Mita, mate. I'm just switching it up. You're awesome, and you've done so many wonderful things for so many people, including myself, and I just wanted to say thank you for being a part of this community and for being a leader and just somebody who's truly all heart, all service. You're awesome.
Oh, God.
You, Rita. You're a really
well,
cool
thank
lady.
you. Thank you. I didn't come on for that. I came on to congratulate you. And I wasn't expecting to come on, but I thought, what the heck, I'll give it a shot and see. And then I was like, oh my gosh, she accepted me. But I'll keep it quick. So I wanted to share with you, which I've shared before, but I was on your very first one. And I've hardly missed a one live. And it's done wonders for me, besides the fact that it developed an online community when I had really no one. And, you know, of course, it was during a time when I couldn't really develop any friendships externally. It made a huge difference. And I developed through that. We do a Bible group through the YouVersion app. And that there's like 14 or so of us, and then there's a handful that come and go, and a couple more standard ones, and it's been so amazing. And it allowed me to meet people I had not met before from some of the other things I had done through the offshoots from you, and so that's been really special. And I wanted to share that I have physically been going through a lot and had surgery in January. which I'm recovering from well. But there's also someone that I've met through the Bible group, through the Chautauqua, Carrie, who lives in Texas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, her daughter goes to school here in Nashville and has helped me out unbelievable during the, especially with the recovery. She literally came and cleaned my house every other weekend.
Oh my God.
And she's still doing it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, for a college kid who's got plenty on their plate, it's pretty amazing that, you know, she drives 20 minutes to come see a 61-year-old, and we talk nonstop. She's amazing. But I'm going to Texas to meet Carrie in person in April. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. So I have family an hour away from where she lives, so it just worked out perfectly.
I love it. I love it. I remember when Carrie said, "My daughter's going to, I know at school, but I know she is." Mm-hmm. Yeah. And you were just moving into Nashville.
Yep.
And you moved into one apartment and then had to move to another apartment. And her daughter, what's her daughter's name?
Avery.
Avery, because she's been on the show. Avery's been on the show. She sang.
Yeah, she sang for you once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember. And Avery, beautiful voice, and she helped you with the move. And then I didn't have no idea.
She did. She'd
like,
never met me before, and out of the blue, she said, "Can I come and help?" And I was like, "Well, sure."
And how amazing you were there for her too, because it's hard to leave your mama for the first time. It's hard to go off to a different city and go to school, and I'm sure that you're an anchor for her.
My situation was very different. I would like to be, and I hope I am, but honestly, I feel like she's been more for me than I have been for her. But I'm happy to be here for it, and I know it makes Carrie feel better. But I'm just so excited. I wanted to share that little tidbit. The rest, I think you already know. But and I'm still extremely close with a number of other ones that you obviously know, Kim and Sam and Seb. You know, the four of us go way back to the beginning.
Yeah, you do.
And so we still stay quite tight.
Good.
And keep up with each other.
Good.
So, because we go way back.
You know, it's we've all been struggling with life, and whether it's mental health issues, physical health issues, financial issues, whether it's anxiety or loneliness or depression, whatever it is that we're dealing with. I know that this community, people have found almost as simple as like game night. I know it's become this really game night where people gather and they just have games. And one night I'm gonna be able to join you guys. I'll do that. But it's been such an encouragement to me, and really a testimony to how simple it is to just love people, how simple it is to just do the one thing that you guys have poured into my life in immeasurable ways. And so as an actor, I always was, I always knew I had an audience, and I always love my audience because I want to keep acting. But what the Polaha Chautauqua community has done has brought so much humanity and love and encouragement and bolster and energy to me. Like I just get to go live, and I mean, I took a shower right before the show. You wouldn't know because I threw a hat on, so I'm all floppy headed. But and I was thinking, man, it's Sunday and I'm tired, and my kids like, you do this thing, and I said, no, go on, because you're gonna be grateful that you did, and I'm always grateful that I do. And
we wouldn't have developed all of this if you hadn't come on. And yes, we came on because we knew you as an actor, but we no longer think of you first as an actor. We think of you first as our friend.
I love that.
And the acting part is wonderful, and we wouldn't miss anything you're in, but this relationship here with the Chautauqua is about friendship.
Love that. Well, would you like to close the show out with me dancing?
Sure, dance for me.
Do it. All right, Caleb, come on, buddy. I got to dance with Miss Rita.
How come I don't get to see Caleb?
Standing up, because he asked me. He said, "Don't put me on camera today."
Oh, well, tell Caleb I said hi.
Okay, he's gonna play the theme song, and we're gonna go out on that. Okay.
All right.
All right. Ready? Are you gonna sing it? You want me to sing it? Life can be scary and life can be hard.
The phone's in my hand. I can't help but move it.
All right, Rita.
All righty.
I can take people off now, so I'm going to say goodbye to you.
Okay, go for it.
All right, God bless you.
God bless you.
Bye. and boom, I learned how to let people go. There are so many people that are, Amy, hello, Sarah, hello, Carrie, there's Carrie on the other side, hello, there's Rosie, there's Nancy, there's Nurse Interrupted Official, there's Craig and Greg and Cindy and Mary and Sherry and Brianna and Marianne and Cindy and Tracy and Pam. Guys, I always honor the hour. I'm going to bail, but thank you so much for joining me on the Polaha Chautauqua, our 2-year anniversary, our second little birthday. It's easy to remember. It falls in the same year, 2022. It's 2 years old. It's easy for me. I'm going to pray for you all. Lord Jesus, I just lift up this community of people, human beings who are hurt and who are wandering and who are filled with hope and dreams and love to share. And I pray, Father God, that you will meet them where they are, that they will come to know you in a real and powerful way, that you will transform their lives, and that they will start to kingdom live in a way that produces joy and faithfulness and goodness and kindness and patience and peacemaking and self-discipline and wisdom and love, where they will just be light in darkness. I ask for that in your name, in Jesus' name. You guys are awesome. Happy birthday, everybody. Thank you for being a part of the Polaha Chautauqua community. Special shout out to Rich Gregory, if you're still watching, brother. He brought so much wonderful wisdom and information this last fall. He's going to come back next fall if we're lucky. And just for all of you guys out there who've done unbelievable things for this show, for every guest I've had, like Tim Tebow and Rainn Wilson and Gabby Reese, those kinds of folks, to everybody else who comes on and supports this thing and just makes it what it is. You guys are the show. I'm so grateful for you. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Sunday. Bye-bye.